Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Denmark State War Dogs Team Builder Dynasty. Currently, we're in week 11. We're sitting at 5-3, 2-2 in conference. And today, we're going to first start this episode by doing a couple updates on a couple just different things. Some things are just stats updates, and just how the season's been going for us as a team. And then we'll be just checking in with a couple other players, potentially guys who are going to be coming back next year that could be some breakout players for us. So let's take a look at recruiting to start. I have went ahead and assigned all the points for this week. Obviously, we left off with Al O'Reilly committing. We have Phoenix getting near max points at 45. Hoping that he can commit here soon. Still looking to get him to reach his top three. Couple other guys, Justice Lasco, somewhat falling behind a bit here. Bowling Green has offered, and we are a second place team to them currently. So hopefully can get some more points out of him, or a better result out of him, as he does seem to be nearing the commitment to Bowling Green. Um, maybe we maybe we pull the extra five actually off Phoenix, and we throw it on Justice Lasco just to try and get that extra bump. Clay Dunn is receiving 10 points. A couple other guys scheduled to visit now as well. Kane Moing did end up committing to Illinois. I'm going to remove him from the board, a two-star tackle, and then a lot of one-star prospects still, and then some guys who we have yet to get to that we added to the board, who just aren't really into their recruit recruitment that much right now. Haven't received too many offers or interest. Some of them no offers. I believe most of them actually. So yeah, that's kind of the update of recruiting. Let's go take a look at some of the season stats. All right, so going into our 9th game, excuse me. So we are 2/3 of the way done with this season. Obviously, Kenny Luth has stepped in relief, been much more efficient of a passer compared to Ethan Hampton so far in his limited time. So we are going to be continuing to roll with Kenny Luth. Running the ball, we've seen Antonio Brown really just dominate. Last game, I saw that he did seem to be the on the field most snaps, considering Gavin Williams is the third down back. I do want to see him more. Both of them are seniors, so we have to get the best out of both of them while we still have them. And yeah, but 4.4 to 4.5 yards a carry is decent for college. I'd say once you start hitting the 5 threshold, that's pretty good for college. But 4 touchdowns for Brown, 3 touchdowns for Williams on the ground. Hampton and Lynch both have 2 as well. Really excited about Justin Lynch's potential in the offense. He will likely be very involved next year and probably a starter, um, as he really has been effective in his limited touches, but nonetheless, the rushing has really been Antonio Brown only really here, and Jalen Poe also should be involved next year as well. Has had a couple carries, not a ton going on with him, but a lot of fumbles from Hampton. Other than that, we've seen one from Jalen Johnson, but that was a celebrating fumble. So far, taking pretty good care of the ball in that regard. I don't know if I addressed it. I kind of forgot already. Um, Gavin Williams did have a lot less touches and just overall play time in that last game, so I did bump up the fatigue rating in the slider set. So if you look at the MAT 10 slider set, I have my fatigue at about 75. Dangerous Feelings was 85, and MAT 10's was, I think, 50 or 55. So I decided to bump it to 75 and just try and get some more of that rotation that I like to see in these series. Receiving, it's been really Andrew McElroy leading the way. Almost 650 yards on the season with 2 touchdowns. Obviously, we've had struggles with our passing game. So guys like Barnes with 26 catches, averaging only 10 yards. A lot of those short throws are coming up big in this offense. Antonio Brown's been effective in the passing game as well. Touchdowns, Kenji Lewis has 4 and leads the team. Jalen Johnson with 3, both of them very big play guys. 70-plus yard plays, 77 and 74 respectively for Lewis and Johnson. McElroy has been the slot guy, and sadly, we'll be losing him. However, Kenji Lewis and Jalen Johnson will be back next year. Barnes, we will be losing, but Applegate should be a very good starter stepping into the role that Barnes is playing. And a little update, I have finished my playbook that I will be debuting next season, and I'm very excited with some of the plays we have, and especially some of the recruits we have coming in. I'm really excited to see what they can do in that playbook. But yeah, it's a lot of the receiving. Kyle Thomas is a freshman. He's had a couple catches. Keyshawn Pipkin, a younger dude, he's had a couple plays as well. Poe and Lynch have gotten on the field. Lynch does have a touchdown, so I mean that dude's kind of a touchdown machine considering how many touches he has this season. Blocking, Evan Buss, I did decide to bench. I am going to be starting Evan Melkor. Actually played with him in high school, so it's kind of funny. He'll be stepping into the right tackle role as Buss has really just struggled with penalties and sacks this season. JJ Lip, we've seen some struggle with him from the penalty standpoint, and as well 5 sacks from him given up. Schernitz has been a really good center for us. One of our team captains done a great job this year. Hoth on the outside, on the left side, has been probably one of our best O linemen, along with John Champ. And out of that starting crew, not including now Evan Melkor, um, Drew Hoth is going to be the only returning starter next year. For had started for a majority of the season, so that's a little concerning. If Melkor can step into the starting right tackle role, we'll really just be having to fill the interior guys. But yeah, that's a little scary losing your entire offensive line, including one of your offensive captains. Defensively, 85 tackles from Jaden Dolphin leads the way with Jake Gassaway with 76. Val Carcel has 68. Um, 59 from JAMA, and 58 from Jayshawn Prophet, who I would like to shout out is currently the favorite to win the Best Defensive Back Award this year. So he has really had a great season. You can see it when we sort by TFLs. He is second on the team with 13, 2 sacks on top of that. 15 TFLs from our senior D tackle, Devontae O'Malley, pushing for an all conference selection are these top guys. Cam Crowell is a guy who I'm going to be jumping into later. Let's just do it right now. He has 5 sacks on the season, leads the team, has 12 TFLs. He is only a sophomore. The cool thing about him is in our base package, he is a defensive end, plays on the outside, and then once it's our nickel or dime packages, he shifts into being an interior guy. And I hope to continue to use him that way next season. The versatility and where he's lining up seems to really be helping, giving him different opportunities to get home on blitzes and just win his pass rush wherever he lines up. So 5 sacks for him leads the team. 4 sacks from Kevin Session, Jr., another guy who we're going to be getting back next year on that D line. As we are losing Ivan Davis, who has 11 TFLs and a sack and a half. Jaden Dolphin, obviously a sack and a half along with 11 TFLs, has been great this year. But again, Kevin Session and Crowell are kind of our big dudes on the D line that we'll see next year. Javon Bird, he had 2 interceptions in one game this season. He is our senior corner from Milwaukee, so in-state dude. We'll be sad to see him leave after this season. Jayshawn Prophet, another senior. He's been excellent in the slot, like I mentioned, up for defensive back of the year. An interception from Jaden Dolphin and Jacob Finley, as well as Finley is our only starting secondary player, I believe, at least in the cornerbacks room, who is going to be returning next year. So an interception from him. He's really been fantastic just defending passes too. 6 pass breakups ties him with the lead with Jayshawn Prophet, and Javon Bird has 5 of those as well. Fumbles, haven't had a ton. 2 from Dolphin, a couple other guys, and we've only recovered 2. No defensive touchdowns this season. The kicking game, our junior kicker, Cannon Woodle, is 7 for 11 on the year and has only missed one extra point. So he does have a long 47, but hopefully he can improve upon this next season as 63% is not fantastic. Punting the ball, 36.7 average yards per punt with a net of 33.7. He's down 10 of his 35 punts inside the 20. We sadly will be losing Tom Foley next year, however, as he'll be graduating. So we are looking to recruit a punter for next season. That's pretty much it for the stats. Kind of mentioned we have had Cam Crowell win two conference player of the weeks on defense, along with a national player of the week on defense. And then I believe we've had one more. Let me go check who it was. Yeah, so we had Devontae O'Malley when we traveled to play Wisconsin. He was a defensive player of the week in the MAC conference week 2. So those are our dudes who were really stepping up, um, and we're able to get some pretty good recognition there. We're currently projected to play in the Sun Bowl against Houston, which I don't think is very valid considering they would have to win out and they still are not even bowl eligible as they're already at 7 losses. So don't expect to play them, but January 3rd is our expected bowl date as we'll be going to play in the Sun Bowl. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but that could be a cool one. And hopefully just get to play in a bowl game our first season. That'd be huge. The last thing I'd like to mention before I run through just kind of our season recap to this point, I will be moving to placement passing. I have been using the revamped passing, but placement has a lot more to do with ratings based, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going for that more sim realistic feel, and I just think that the placement is going to give me the best gameplay that I'm looking for. But let's jump into this breakdown of our schedule. So far, we beat the FCS Midwest team by 10 points in kind of a shootout. We went to Camp Randall and lost 30-13. Honestly, a little more competitive than it looks. And the Badgers have been a little disappointing this year at 4-5. Buffalo, we were able to beat in our first MAC competition, 20-13. They're 6-3 on the season. So, I mean, if we make a push for the conference championship, we're currently fifth in the MAC, but they are a top team in the MAC currently. We went down to NC State and upset them. They are currently 4-5. UMass, we really gave it to 41-6. That was a good game. Got a lot of dudes in. Got to see a lot of guys get opportunities. Bowling Green, a tough loss, 24-21, and a really tough loss following that to Toledo, 41-9. We ended up making it up against Ball State, our rival game. We traveled down there and we ended up playing really well. So 17-10, we ended up beating them. That was our first game with the new sliders. We're going to be trying them out again at Western Michigan. It is our first MACtion on Wednesday night. We have a Wednesday, Tuesday schedule coming up here. So it'll be interesting to play at this time of night against Western Michigan. And I will say, shout out to the Akron game and Miami, as those night games we will be unveiling some new uniforms. So I'm excited to show those off. But let's jump into this Western Michigan game. We're going to be traveling to Kalamazoo to take on the 2-6 Broncos. See you at the field. And here we are at the Western Michigan field. Excited to take on the Western Michigan Broncos here. Doesn't seem like I'm getting any game sound, so let me check in on what's going on there. Kenny Luth jogs out. He'll be starting this week for Denmark after he's really put together some good games. So I'm excited to see what he's able to do for us today. All right, I seem to have gotten the audio working. I don't know what exactly was going on there, but glad to see it's working. Today we got the white uniforms on with the navy pants, navy helmet. Nice little combo. Ontario Brown on first down goes for only 2. Let me make sure. Okay, we're good here. Let's see what we can do on 2nd and 8. Ontario Brown the back once again. Flip it out. It looks like he's got some space. Kind of spins the opposite way. That was an interesting little play from him there, but On 3rd and 4, gave ourselves a pretty good situation here on 3rd down. Kenny Luth is going to drop back to pass. He's got Andrew McElroy, and he is just a yard short, so don't end up getting it. It's going to be 4th and 1. Impact players are their center and corner, so we will hope to overcome their solid offensive line with our pretty legit defensive line play ourselves. 1st and 10 from the 25. Their quarterback's going to just end up keeping, and great play from Jake Gassaway to stop that from being too much there on the quarterback keeper. 2nd and 8 from the 27. Formation into the boundary. The quarterback ends up keeping once again, and I believe that's Kevin Session off the end, making the play there to make it a 3rd and 7. We're going to send a lot of DBs out on the field as they have a little bit of a diamond setup going on the left there. And they end up getting a man wide open over the middle, just beat the zone. The linebacker kind of seemed a little lost. Hayden Wolf ends up making a fantastic play, and that gives them a fresh set of downs out past midfield. 1st and 10, they send their slot receiver in motion. They flip it to him. He's got some space, ends up making a couple guys miss, and gets the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 24, they'll empty it out again. Quads look to the left. They go underneath. It's going to be Dolphin who ends up making that tackle. 2nd and 4 from the 19. Western Michigan looking like they're moving the ball pretty easily here. 1st and 10 from inside the red zone now. They're going to send a man in motion. They give it to him on the jet touch pass. He only gets about 2 there. Great play from Javon Berg not to allow much to go on there. 2nd and 8 now. 2-by-2 look from Western Michigan. Not long to go. Great block from their tight end who came from the slot. They end up taking this down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Wouldn't doubt if they go with quarterback keep here. Nope, they'll give it to their running back, and he ends up in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the extra point is up and good. That's going to make it a 7-0 game here halfway through the 1st quarter. And we'll start from the 21 on this drive. Gavin Williams had a decent return there. 2 tight end look from us to start. We're going to hand it on the counter to Ontario Brown, who ends up falling forward for 5. Nice run. Good competitive play there from Brown. 2nd and 5. Luth is going to send McElroy in motion. And he is getting hit, just tries to get rid of it, and they are going to call the intentional grounding on Luth. 2nd time we've seen that now. He's really got to understand the rules of when and when not to do, the throwaway like that. But on 3rd and 15, we're going to see Gavin Williams check into the game. Have to be a pretty decent play if they're able to get this. And Gavin Williams can't get the blocks. Gets close. 4th and 2. They fake it. It's going to be Lamp who picks up the 1st down. Senior fullback Brock Lamp ends up picking up the 1st down. Haven't seen a ton of action from him this season, but he gets involved here on special teams. A very gutsy play call backed up. Ontario Brown delivers a stiff arm and ends up picking up 6 on that play. 2nd and 4 now. Very good job of staying ahead of the sticks here. Ontario Brown gets upended, almost broke free on that play. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. He's got it to Applegate. And that's going to be another 2nd and 4. Gavin Williams checks into the game. Williams just short of the 1st down, 3rd and 1. I thought he got it, but apparently not. They'll have to line up here. 40-yard line. This is likely 4 downs territory, though. Ontario Brown pushes his way through, gets through some contact there, and will pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 35. Luth Really had nowhere to go with that ball. Was trying to keep his eyes downfield. And that's going to be a 2nd and 16 on the sack. Ontario Brown makes a nice move, ends up picking up 5, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. And with a lot of running today, this quarter is going by, the game's going by very fast. We saw that first quarter end very quickly. And it's going to be a 3rd and 11 to start the quarter. And McElroy, a diving catch. Great play, making it a 1st down. Kenny Luth put it in a spot where McElroy could make a play. And that's going to be a 1st down from just outside of the red zone. He gets it to Barnes, who holds on. Actually, I believe that's Applegate who makes the play there. 6-yard pickup. Kenny Luth looking very accurate today, very precise. Ontario Brown picks up 2 on 3rd down. And we're going to see some Wildcat here as Gavin Williams checks into the game as the wide receiver, Ontario Brown as the quarterback. And he ends up being tackled in the backfield. Cornerback stayed home and makes a play. That's going to make it 4th and 3 from the 16. Field goal team jogs out. Up and missed. Woodill doinks it off the left upright. And once again, a miss from him. We've really seen some struggles this season. And that is very disappointing after a very solid drive with some big plays. But Devontae O'Malley's in the backfield, tackling the quarterback for a loss. 2nd and 15. We put him behind the sticks with our senior D tackle making a fantastic play. Sending their slot receiver in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Valcarcel takes a bad angle, misses the tackle, and he's down the sideline. Bird isn't going to be able to catch him. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They're going to go up 2 touchdowns just like that. Big plays have been something that has been hurting Denmark State over the last couple games, and we see it again here with a very explosive play from them. I believe 85 yards on that play after they originally started the drive with a 5-yard loss on the read option. 1st and 10 from the 20. Luth sends Barnes in motion. They're going to go play action. And Luth goes down, just didn't have time. 2nd and 19, not a good way to start the drive with a play action like that. They're going to motion Barnes in. He picks up a big block, and Ontario Brown's got some space. Tries to use the stiff arm, but picks up 17 on that carry. 3rd and 2 from the 28. Luth hands it to Gavin Williams. He's got the edge. Gavin Williams is their speedy guy. Tries to stiff arm the man, but picks up another huge play. Great job by Gavin Williams on that carry, making the most of his opportunities here. Ontario Brown the carry. Penalty flags fly. That was J.J. Lip once again. Another time there we see him making a pretty vital mistake. It's going to make it 1st and 19. Gets it to Grayson Barnes. He picks up 7 right back to make it a 2nd and 12. They get it out on the quick throw to Thomas, who picks up a couple yards, making it 3rd and 8. Haven't seen a ton of him this season, but he makes the most of his opportunity, hangs on to that one. And Ontario Brown is led out of bounds on that play. It's going to make it a 4th and 8. Bring back out Cannon Woodill. And on 4th and 8, he puts this way wide right on the 45-yard field goal. Once again, wasting an opportunity that this offense had to score some points. And that's Jayshon Prophet in the backfield, showing why he is up for the best defensive back in the country as an award this season. Empty look now from Western Michigan. They send a man in motion. They flip it to him. They motion a man again. They'll flip it to him again, another jet sweep. Trying to use the speed of Mortimer, to take advantage of the edges on this team. 1st and 10 for Western Michigan, rolling once again. They go with the bubble on the RPO. Tackled by Finley and Hansen. And that's going to make it a 2nd and 4. Still staying ahead of schedule here. Another motion. They'll just hand it to the back. He picks up 2 before he's hit, and that's going to make it a 3rd and 2. They try to do the jet touch pass again. He ends up breaking a couple tackles, cutting back. Mortimer ends up picking up another 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Broncos past midfield. Quarterback's going to keep. He ends up being tackled right away. 2-minute warning, and it is not looking great right now for the Denmark State War Dogs. And he ends up scrambling, but he's taken down by Crowell on that play. It's 3rd and 3. We're going to try and man up here. And great completion. Valcarcel not able to come downhill in time. 1st and goal down to the 3-yard line. Really just seemed to be getting outplayed on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of big plays, a lot of 3rd downs, and they score on the corner route to the back of the end zone. Jaden Dolphin cannot keep up with their tight end. This was a game where we really kind of looked like the favorites, and we have walked into Western Michigan's home field and really gotten smacked in the mouth. We're going to need to put some kind of points up at the end of the half here if we want a chance to win this game. A win in this game could make us bowl eligible, which would be, huge considering it's our first FBS year. 1st and 10 from the 21. Got McElroy who drops the ball. Really no breaks today from this team. Not helping themselves out at all. They've got Grayson Barnes on 1st down. He makes the catch, and it looks like he was brought down above the shoulder pads. And that's going to be a face mask on Western Michigan. That should put us near midfield after that completion and penalty. 1st and 10 from the 47. McElroy can't hang on. 2 drops in a row from him. That one had a little more contact, but really can't be seeing much more of that. Bad throw there. Really not even close on the throw there from Luth. Threw it at the feet of McElroy, who came open on that dig play. Motioning Brown. And that's batted down. McElroy was the intended target. That's going to leave us with a 4th down, 41 seconds left in the half. Foley's going to put this one down inside the 10, it looks like. And it bounces out at the 15. Great punt from Foley. It's going to give them an 85-yard field ahead of them if they want to go score 6 more points. On the sideline, fantastic throw. Finley looked confused there. 1st down from Western Michigan. Great way to start a drive like this. They'll go quads to the right. We're going to try and match them with quarters here. Throwing it to the sideline between 2 guys over there. And someone's got to go make the play there. It really just has not been a game where this team has clicked at all. They're going to go with the quads look, again. They go underneath. Hit hard, but he hangs on. Timeout, Western Michigan. 2nd and 3 at midfield. I'd expect some kind of deep shot here. They go underneath. Makes a man miss. Bad angles. That's a big 1st down pickup. 18 seconds left in the half. They have 1 timeout. They go underneath once again. That's Mortimer, who's tackled inbounds. They're going to have to hurry up here. 10 seconds remain. They empty it out. Snap it with like 6 seconds left. He's tackled, and they knocked him out of field goal range. That's a huge sack there. Didn't get to see who it was. Ivan Davis, the senior, able to knock him out of field goal range. This is going to be almost a 55-yard field goal. They send Thompson back just in case it's short, and it's missed way wide left. And we don't even get to start with the ball. to start this second half. Not, not fantastic news for us, honestly, here. 1st and 10, Western Michigan from the 20. They're going to hand it off. Probably a lot of this coming up as they're going to just try and be running down the clock this half, likely. 2nd and 6, we're going to sit in a cover 6 here. Hopefully defend the run. I'm expecting something like that. They go up the middle, and great play by Session to kind of hold on to him while he can get some reinforcements to come make the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 25. They go underneath once again, just have not covered the under routes. And they complete another pass, pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to go with the handoff. He picks up about 2. Good stop on the defensive side there. Underneath once again. This time he's brought down by Dolphin, who keeps it to a 3rd and 6 here. 3rd and 6, they empty it out. They're going to go with the QB draw. We brought a lot of pressure, though, and he goes down. O'Malley and Dolphin combined for that sack. And that's exactly the kind of stop we needed to start this half. Thompson tried to make a move on the 1st man. We'll go down at the 24 where we'll start with the ball. This offense hasn't played terrible today. Just haven't been able to finish drives. But talk about finishing. Antonio Brown finishes the run but does fumble at the end. I think he was down, but we'll see if they decide to review this or not. No, they don't. We're going to challenge this play. I do not think that he fumbled here. Yeah, he looks way down to me. I mean, elbow and knee almost look down. And there we go. Good thing we did look at that because that could have been a game ender, giving them field position like that and a turnover there. And we go with the screen. McElroy. Flags do fly, though. This is holding once again on J.J. Lip, our senior. Very disappointing, the penalties he's been drawing as of late. McElroy makes the catch once again on 1st down. Picks up 6 to make it a 2nd and 13. We're going to just run it to try and get something back. Antonio Brown picks up just about a yard on that play. And that is going to make it 3rd and 12. Jalen Johnson makes the catch. The speedster shoots through the middle, comes out past midfield. 1st and 10 from the 46. Gavin Williams, fantastic cutback, making another man miss, and he's got a 1st down carry. Really tough to know that he's not going to be coming back next year either, along with Antonio Brown. 1st and 10. They go deep. They want it all, but it's intercepted. Going for the touchdown home run play. They throw an interception. Momentum killer right there. Really just has not been the War Dogs' day today. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Western Michigan. They're going to go with the QB draw once again. That gets pretty clogged up, and O'Malley is the 1st one to put some hands on him. That's going to be a TFL. We go with this kind of diamond formation out to the right. 4 receivers. They go underneath quickly. That's going to be 3rd and 5. Gasaway makes the tackle. 3rd and 5. Trips to the right. Oh, and Jama is just late on this play. Huge 1st down and more. Valcarcel finally brings him down, but really another unfortunate play where they're just inches away from making a play. Been a tough break for Denmark State today. Great tackle from Dolphin to keep it to just a 5-yard gain. And 2nd and 5. They're going to go trips to the left. They go with the screen. Another short play. They end up picking up a 1st down. Really, they've just chipped away on a lot of these drives, except for their big 85-yard touchdown play, whatever that was. They go over the middle. We had so many defenders in the zone. They find exactly the right window and beat that play. They're going to go with a Wildcat, though, it looks like. They flip it to the motion man. That's an easy touchdown. It's going to make it 28-0. Our offense has been completely hushed today. Um, a lot to do with penalties, costly turnovers. It's really been a rough showing from Denmark State and kind of showing their youthfulness as a program here, honestly. Just having a hard time finding their identity to lean back on when they're having a tough game. So rough to see, but got to bounce back. We still got some time, though, almost a full fourth quarter left. We give it to McElroy on the jet sweep, and he only picks up about a yard there. 2nd and 9 from the 26. We're going to fake the handoff to Ontario Brown. We end up dumping it to Barnes. Great play by Luth to get rid of that. He had a lot of pressure in his face and still was able to get rid of it in time. 3rd and 6 here. Luth gets grabbed onto. Really thought he was going to be able to escape there. He won't, though, and it's going to be a 4th and 4. Going to keep the offense on the field. Do or die kind of play here from this offense. Wide receivers run into each other, disrupts the timing. That's going to be incomplete. Once again, just lack of fundamental play from this Denmark State War Dog team. A great route. Javon Bird can't keep up with the comeback, and that's going to take it to the fourth quarter unless they quickly get a snap off here. No, fourth quarter, we're down 28-0. And touchdown, Western Michigan. We end up tripping up Hayden Wolf, but he's still able to get into the end zone. Really unfortunate performance today from the War Dogs. Seems like we got some backups rolling into the game. With this kind of deficit, makes sense to have the second crew coming in. However, we're not going to see Ethan Hampton. We're going to see MACtion check into the game. First time we've seen him all year. He goes underneath on first down to Applegate. That'll be a 6-yard gain. Jalen Poe checks in as the back. Picked off. MACtion throws the interception. Really all the wind out of the sails of the War Dogs here. 1st and 10 from the 22. They go with the RPO. Broken tackle, but Dolphin is able to come over and make the play. Once again, fundamentals just not showing up, even on a play where you just got to go out and make a tackle on a bubble. Much easier said than done, but still, just not making the fundamental play today has been the key difference in this game. And they get it past the defense. Doesn't seem like we could do anything to stop this Western Michigan team. 42-0. Against a 2-6 opponent, I was not expecting to have this kind of result, especially with 10 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. I'm going to let MACtion go back out, just see what he can do. Mitchell hangs on, makes the catch. Haven't seen a lot of Jawan Mitchell this season. Get it to Gavin Williams on the wheel. Kind of gets led out of bounds, but still picks up the first down. I believe it's Jalen MACtion completing the pass there. 3rd completion of the day. Gavin Williams, a nice carry. Let's get moving here and try and get something. 49-yard line. MACtion puts this down the field just shy. Not enough arm strength to make that throw. 2nd and 10. Not a great route, not a great throw. Not a lot great going on at this point of the game. Pipkin hangs on for the first down. Tough throw in traffic. Probably not the best throw to make there in terms of a read, but he makes it and we'll pick up the first down. MACtion tries to scramble, but flags fly. This looks like it's going to be on Schernitz, our captain, with the holding. No, that's Landon Ron, excuse me, our right guard. MACtion is known for his legs. He takes off here. He's got a nice first down carry. Makes it look easy there. 1st and 10 now. MACtion trying to make something happen here late. He's going to send a receiver in motion there. Flip it to Thomas. Thomas has a little bit of space. Cuts back in. 1st down once again. Once again, MACtion takes off. Pushed into the end zone. Using his body to absolutely launch himself into the end zone, and MACtion comes up with his first career touchdown on the ground. 42-7, trying to get some kind of redemption here. Good thing we got some points on the board. Never want to get shut out, especially in MAC play. They're gonna go with the full house backfield here. Forget exactly what this formation's called, but they pick up 2 on 1st down. What an interesting formation to see from them. Definitely a old Packers formation we used to see when they'd run the sweep. There's a great run, broken tackle. Huge carry from Western Michigan as they're still just pounding the rock on us. Pretty poor play by Dolphin, kind of over pursued that. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They're still just running the clock down, probably just trying to get out of this game as soon as possible. Another run. This one looks like it could go, but cuts back quite a bit, ends up cutting back again, one too many times. They do pick up the 1st down, however, and 42-7 still the score here. Not looking like this is going to at all be a competition. Fantastic tackle by Hansen, though, on that play. He's a guy who has really made some big plays this season. They hand it off once again. Fantastic tackle on the edge there. Not exactly sure who that was. Ray who makes the play there. Good getting to see some other guys get involved. You hope that it's when you're winning, but not the case today. That's complete on Finley. Those comeback routes really have not been something we've been able to cover at all this season. 1st and 10. They go with the handoff. 2nd and 5. Full house backfield once again. 3 running backs. They go to number 6 once again. He's been really on fire today. That's Jalen Buckley, the sophomore running back. 3rd and 3 from the 7. They're going to let this go down to the 2-minute warning. Honestly, thank you. 3rd and 3. Let's make a stop here, try and force a field goal. They go outside on the bubble, and he's tackled. Fantastic second effort, but the tackle attempt, he did break it right away, but we end up being able to come up with the play there. 4th and 1. Missed tackle, Buckley down at the 1-yard line. Valcarcel meets him in the hole and stops him. No touchdown on this play. Great play from Valcarcel there. 2nd and goal, 2 seconds left. They'll let this tick out. That's the game. 42-7. The only touchdown from us today coming from Mr. Jalen MACtion. He is definitely our scrambler at 6'5", 230 pounds. Should be considered a guy that could see some playing time. That was I appreciated that running effort. Wasn't terrible besides the interception. Running the ball, Ontario Brown kind of had to abandon it once we went down so much, but Gavin Williams had a great game as well. MACtion ran the ball well. Might have to consider getting him in some more, maybe early in games to try and get the run game going. Receiving, Grayson Barnes had 4 catches, 27 yards. 3 catches, 23 yards from McElroy, who also had 2 drops. Not a lot else going on in the receiving game. A lot of guys making catches, though. So shout out to guys like Keyshawn Pipkin, Jowan Mitchell, and Kyle Thomas. Offensive line was all right. Drew Hoth, after I was singing his praise, gives up 2 sacks in this one. Defense, a lot of tackles from Jaden Dolphin today. 3 TFLs from O'Malley, 2 from Profit, and a sack for Ivan Davis, our senior. No picks, really no takeaways to speak of. Kicking the ball 0 for 2 from Woodill. Punting was pretty good, honestly. 1 out of 2 inside the 20. Tom Foley looked pretty good in this game. Not a lot in the return game at all to speak of, so I'll see you guys back at the main menu. Tough scene as Justice Lasco has decided to commit to Bowling Green, a MAC opponent. We lose the battle on this quarterback. We ended up third place, so tough to see from the Kimberly quarterback. A couple other guys reaching their top threes and top fives. Miguel Bliss, we are third on the list with him, so we might have to go look into that a little more. But Alex Phoenix has reached his top three, should be pretty close to committing, and we have a pretty big lead on him, so I'm not too worried about him. We'll save the recruiting for next episode as we will take on Akron at home. Have a little secret uniform combo coming up for this game. It's our first home Wednesday or Tuesday night MACtion, so it should be pretty exciting. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully next week goes a little better because this was not our game today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Go War Dogs.